Okay everyone, today I'm going to show you how to expose your metrics of Ingress controller through Prometheus. The first things first you are going to do is you have to configure your Ingress controller surface. Because I deploy my Ingress controller through Namespace, maybe you are deploying your Ingress controller to Helm. I think this is also could be work for you. The first one, in the surface you have to adding the annotation. The annotation you need to mention is Prometheus IO script set as a true, and don't forget to put a quote, and also Prometheus port and 10254. And then you are going down, go to the specification of the port, you name it as a Prometheus and port 10254 and target port Prometheus. And then this is also surface, but this is admission, you don't need to configure anything for that. And I'm sorry, I also configure my Ingress controller surface as load balancer. The second one, you have to configure also your daemon set or your deployment. Because I want to use daemon set, so I use a daemon set here. Maybe you are using deployment, it depends on your configuration. And then you have to put annotation like mine, the same like before. You have to scrape as a true and open port for 10254, and then you are going down again, and then you have to mention again the container port as a 10254 and the name itself as a Prometheus. After you're done, you save it, and then you running the you just run the configuration file YAML. You might use create at the first time for the first time, or you just apply if you want to edit or you want to modify something configuration inside of your manifest Ingress Nginx. And the second one, if have you done about the configuration, you have to make a new file for surface monitor. Have to make a new file called surface monitor. Okay, this is the configuration of my surface monitor. There I'm going to talk about the labels and the namespace selector and also the match label. These three parts I think is really important to make your Ingress controller it's working. So focus on labels, where you can get the labels. The labels you have to get from Prometheus itself. Like what I'm talking about, you can get from Prometheus. The first things, you describe your Prometheus. You might have different name of the surface of Prometheus, but you have to understanding that you have to describe the surface which is running on port 1990. So my surface which is running on port 1990 is Prometheus Cube Prometheus. So I describe it and I get the labels. You copy paste the labels, you moved in here. I don't move all of them because I think this is the three labels are important to put: component, instant, and name. It should be match. And the second one, what you are going to focus on is about the namespace selector. Match name should be what is your namespace of Prometheus. I install my Prometheus inside of my Ingress namespace, so I mention here. And the second one is match label. Match labels where you got from Ingress Nginx controller. If you can see here, you don't focus on labels anymore, but you have to focus on selector. We have component controller, we have instance Ingress engine X, and we have a name Ingress engine X. You just mention match label based on what we have in our Ingress controller. Component as a controller, instance is Ingress engine X, and the name is Ingress engine X. But somehow name here, it doesn't matter, you put or not, it will be work. But in my case, I have to put it. You just install your kubectl API Surface Monitor, because I don't edit anything, I don't configure anything, so unchanged. And then you just running your Prometheus and then check it out what happened. So now we have a app of Ingress Surface Monitor of Ingress. Thank you very much.